Oh, hey, what's up guys? Sam here. What are you guys doing here? Welcome back to another video. AirPods, iPhone 12, Magic Keyboards, iOS 14. I mean, is there anything else that we want to know about that we haven't learned about in the past couple days? I don't know, but there's a new way to get free AirPods. We also got a first look at some iPhone 12 molds, and I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if these molds look this good, I mean, just imagine what they look like when they're an actual device. And an Apple Store update on top of all this. Are you kidding me? My day was booked and then we got an Apple Store update, which we coincidentally have some more info about iOS 14 to talk about today as well. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Drop a like if you guys are excited. It's a recession out here. Help a brother out and subscribe for more. All right, let's kick things off with AirPods. How can I get a pair of free AirPods out here? Well, you know what? As things go, I'm not actually eligible for this anymore because guess what? Your boy just got his bachelor's degree in December. So this is an education promo for college students going back to school. But hey, there's no age on that. And I'm not saying this on record, but off the record, I've never seen how Apple verifies. I'm just saying, I don't know how they check. Instead of doing the Beats stuff, which was nice in the past, obviously things have started moving a different direction for Apple. A lot of people wanting AirPods. So you can now get a free pair of AirPods when you buy a Mac or an iPad. That's really good. I mean, Beats were always okay, but a lot of people I think would like get the Beats and be like, well, I really wanted the AirPods and they're so much more portable. And the cool thing is Apple actually lets you get these for free, AirPods 2nd gen. I assume probably with the wired charging case, but you can actually upgrade AirPods Pro, which I haven't seen anybody talking about. So if you want to pay a little bit of extra money, I don't know how much, maybe just the difference, which would be like maybe $80 or so, you can get AirPods Pro for cheaper as well, straight from Apple. Something I never thought I'd hear myself say. Hey, but can you engrave them? Can you engrave those AirPods? Because I don't know if I heard you talk about that. Okay, carry on. Now, as much as I love me some AirPods, boy, do I get my jimmies rustled from a good iPhone 12 rumor, and we got one of the best ones we've seen in a while just a couple days back. At Jin_store, who shares, prototypes, things from time to time, gave us some of these exclusive photos about the iPhone 12 and some molds that are currently floating around. Now, I know the first thing you guys are gonna think, it's okay, why is the notch so big? I thought the notch was shrinking. We have an explanation for that, but the real value of these is that they show us for the first time really in hand what this iPhone 12 design would look like, and it looks amazing. Like in recent history, I've just grown really tired of the current iPhone design. It looks like every other smartphone, and you still can't stand it up on its side, but it looks like the new iPhone 12 series, all of them, whether you go Pro or regular or Max or Plus, they're all gonna be rectangular, so you can sit them up on the side, watch YouTube while you're eating that bowl of cereal in the morning. We've got 3 different sizes for the iPhone this year, 2 6.1-inch models, 1 giant 6.7-inch, and 1 smaller 5.4-inch. And then obviously let's talk about the notch here. So it's big. It doesn't look like all the rumors have said it's going to shrink. Well, the good news here is that these are probably just outdated or incomplete. You'll remember when Everything Apple Pro first shared his renders, he was like, yeah, we basically edited it so that the new information we had depicted a smaller notch, and from like that leak in the iOS 14 beta, they matched it up. These are likely just like 80% complete, but the actual design of these does reflect how the boxiness is gonna look. And to be honest, I've never really gotten much out of these just metal molds in the past, but it really does give us an idea of what it's gonna look like, especially in somebody's hand. So we're getting through it. I think Apple's probably done doing the prototyping, the designing. I mean, we're gonna start seeing some fire drop pretty soon. And this phone, I mean, this is the one we've been waiting for. This is the 2020 super cycle. iPhone 12 is not going to be playing around. And before you lose your mind over what the prices of these are going to be, remember, we've already seen some really reputable pricing leak from John Prosser. I mean, $649 for the 5.4-inch model, going up to $1,199 for the 6.7-inch model. That's reasonable. Those are essentially the same prices as this year for the different sizes, so I can't really complain. If you do need some extra time, though, paying for that product, Apple just recently expanded the Apple Card interest-free payments. Now, the iPhone's been on here for a very long time. You get 24 months, 0% interest. Now for AirPods, Apple TV, and HomePod, you get 6 months to pay for them, 0 interest, and then 12 months, 0% interest for iPad, Mac, couple of other more expensive items that Apple has on their site. The only thing missing here is the Apple Watch. Why can you not pay for the Apple Watch over time? Very weird to me that they've just left one of their largest recent products in history out of the equation. But maybe they'll come, maybe they'll be like, oh, you get 3 months or 8 months or something in between. Now, as far as big Apple stuff on the horizon, guys, you gotta remember, we're only a week away from WWDC. Apple has fully confirmed it is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on June 22nd. If you do the math, by the time you're watching this video, in less than 7 days, that's 7 on my fingers right there, we're gonna have the iOS 14 beta released, which is really exciting. I mean, if only we could time travel and get a little bit of a sneak peek. But no, I mean, it's just around the corner, and we actually have a little bit more to talk about for iOS 14 today. I don't know what the hype around this has been, but I've seen that like the beta profile link got out there or something. It's like, okay, well, did somebody get it? No, but it leaked. Okay, I don't know, like congrats that you got the beta profile that you can install. It's like, oh, I got all this information about the new iPhone, okay? But you have to have a special login to get it. Oh, okay. Well, you know, it apparently leaked. I think it's real, but it doesn't mean anything. For some hard leaks though, we did get our first look at a couple of new control center toggles. These are ones that 9to5Mac, you know, talked about finding in the code many months ago, and my friend Blue Kanikama on Twitter actually shared the glyphs themselves. So we now know what these will look like when they're actually on your iPhone. Again, this could change because it was according to a December 2019 build of iOS 14. We can only hope that it's changed and gotten upgraded significantly since then. The first is for sleep mode, which appears it will be a feature on the iPhone as well. So we have no idea how that's gonna work. I have a feeling that it's gonna be something big talked about for the iOS 14 feature set, that sleep mode is not coming just to the Apple Watch, but also as a core part of the iOS 14 update. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. And the second toggle is for accessibility. It's for if like a siren sounds or something and you're someone who is hard of hearing or can't hear very well in general, your iPhone will like vibrate or alert you somehow, probably visually, so that they can be like, hey, an alarm's going off, or a baby's crying, or a dog is barking, or you know, somebody's yelling for your help. So I'm excited to see that in the works because that could make a real difference in the lives of a lot of people. Which brings us to the fundraiser that I've still got going on. Guys, we are close. I think we're less than 150 bucks away from hitting $1,000 for the NAACP, standing up for Black lives. This is extremely important to me, and I'm so thankful for everyone that's donated. Let's keep it up. We just got a little bit more to go. I want to hit $1,000 before Monday. I know we can do it. Man, we're close, and man, we're making a difference. I'm really proud of you guys. And I'm also going to be really proud of Apple if they bring the greatness of the Magic Keyboard to other devices soon. This was suggested on Twitter recently by Love to Dream, our favorite leaker, sitting over 90% accurate. And I mean, the dude is just on fire lately, suggesting that outside of the iPad Pro, it could be coming to other devices, not saying specifically which devices, but I think it's safe to say with the rumors of a redesigned iPad Air with an iPad Pro-like design that probably the updated iPad Air will gain support for the Magic Keyboard later this year. So that's pretty exciting. I mean, it's a great piece of hardware. It's honestly the best typing experience I've ever had anywhere. But rounding things out, jumping back to the hardware side of things, Apple updated the Apple Store today, which is something they've been doing on and off recently, just ahead of WWDC, where they likely have some real serious announcements from software to new iMac. They announced an SSD upgrade kit for the Mac Pro today, in addition to an upgraded GPU for the MacBook Pro 16-inch. The upgraded Mac Pro stuff is something that some people were waiting on, but a little bit more niche just because, you know, a lot of people like myself don't have the Mac Pro. It's a very, very expensive device. Before, you could upgrade the SSD after you had bought the Mac Pro, but you had to use like a PCIe slot. So this will go right into the SSD area, so you can maximize the space inside of your $6,000 supercomputer. So if you cheaped out on SSD storage, you know, it's not too late. Now you can go to Apple's website and buy some more. More significantly, they actually updated a GPU option for the new MacBook Pro 16-inch. For an extra, wait for it, $720 over the base MacBook Pro. You can get this new GPU, which I just want to get the naming right, is the AMD Radeon Pro 5600M with 8 gigs of HBM2 memory. Apple says it's up to 75% faster over the base 16-inch GPU, so that's pretty impressive. We'll have to see what the real-world tests indicate. Apple likes to get a little bit excited sometimes, we all know that. But still, even if it's 40, 50%, that's pretty good. You just gotta decide, you know, $700 worth it for me. For me, nah, I'm not gonna go out and rush out and buy this new GPU anytime soon. My 16-inch MacBook Pro, perfect the way it is. But you almost got me, Apple. Nice try. And if you weren't convinced already that WWDC would be more than a software event, I mean, just take today's Apple Store update, the one the week before with the new Apple Watch bands and phone cases. Apple has gone so far, they announced the big things they usually talk about for developers, like that the App Store in 2019 facilitated over $500 billion of commerce. that is a lot of money for apps, and that is something that I feel like for sure Apple would have saved to announce. Like, that's a huge deal. It should make any developer feel good putting their stuff on Apple services. So I think we got a big event coming on Monday. I mean, the new iMac is supposed to be there, new software. I mean, apparently the transition to ARM chips. Like, I think they're clearing out all this other stuff beforehand, so they just have, 2.5 hours to talk about crazy new features and changes. So I can't wait, guys. And that's gonna bring us to the end of the video. All right, drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. Hit subscribe for more. You guys are the best. Donate to the fundraiser, and I'll catch all of you in the next video. Peace out.